from this place of deep connection, I know that you have this nugget to be shared, this beautiful wisdom.
There's so much. Interspecies connection is being seen almost everywhere these days, with penguins being held by a seal, a tiger nuzzling up to a brown bear, a dolphin and a dog swimming side by side. There's so many messages that the dolphins have shared with us humans over the centuries, since time began probably. The Greeks used to write about it. Poetry has been written about them. But it's not just the dolphins anymore. It's everyone, everything, everywhere. The dolphins have taught us to open our minds, listen from our hearts, and to expand our abilities for telepathic communication. Then we find that we do that with everything. It's just about trusting it, not letting the mind come in and negate it. So many, many people around the world have gotten that part. The dolphins have taught us many, many, many things and given us so much healing, so much expanded heart consciousness, so much. And my message to others at this point in time is, please let us give back to them, because they need our help right now. As much as they've expanded us, as much as they have given us, healed us, many, many stories of me taking people in the water and having amazing healings, miraculous healings, so many that we stopped calling them miracles, we started calling them normals. At this point in time, it's essential for all of us to give back to them. There's so many organizations out there fighting the good fight to protect our brothers and sisters that live in the ocean. Earth Island Institute, they go all over the world,
Really?
Not just for the oceans, but also for the trees, for developing countries that really need to be taught how to conserve, so then the resources that they have for their food and shelter, the land, the sea, that they are taught conservancy, so then their children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren will still be able to survive in their area. They're really doing their part to educate people and to help people turn their habits around that just don't work anymore with the populations as high as they are in the world. I have a real close connection with them since the 70s, and also with Sea Shepherd and Greenpeace, so they're some of my heroes. I've been following Greenpeace for a very long time, and Captain Paul Watson was one of the founders. He left Greenpeace after a very tragic incident. Greenpeace had requested from the Coast Guard to be able to arm themselves because they were being fired upon, and they were denied. And so then the tragedy happened. And then after that, the Coast Guard said, okay, well, you can arm yourself. But they said, no, we're just going to take pictures. We're going to record it. And so then Paul Watson started Sea Shepherd. He said, I've got ships, can I arm them? And they said yes. So they have these big cannons on their boat, and they filled them up with rancid butter. And then they got close enough to the whaling boat, the ship, and they fired the rancid butter all over the deck. And the hunters were slipping and sliding and falling and hurting themselves. Plus the rancid butter was getting all over the place. It was making them sick. Yeah. And they had to turn around and go. So they're very clever with what they do. Sea Shepherd just bought their 4th ship. Many people make contributions to them. They're supported by Animal Planet now. People can volunteer to be on the ship.
Okay, yeah.
You hear people, myself included, talking about the wondrous, amazing connections of the dolphins and the whales, and you know, we're so satisfied and fulfilled by the connection and the healing and just that feeling of oneness. My message now is, let's turn it the other way around and start really helping them. I think that that's probably the biggest thing that I really want to say right now. I have many stories of healing. The most important one message now is to help them.